is it.
Turn right onto Union Avenue.
Oh, man. I think they're just leaving. Fuck.
Turn right. Then take the first left.
They heard I was coming and they got out. Shit. Yeah. TB, what's up, brother? Man, I was at the right place at the right time for this. Holy shit. Oh, there's a bunch of police that just went up there. Oh, fuck yeah. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to get this thing adjusted right.
was the lady in front of you? The lady in front of you? I right on the car? No, I'm going to get to another. She bumped up on the car. With we had business with her. She had shit out. She ready to get out. She bumped up. I'm going to put pepper spray. Tell me what we have to do and I tell you. Oh, y'all can sit down real quick. Just support her. Okay. Y'all talk to them already? You were talking to them. How you know we ended up on my phone? Because I told her what my mouth was doing. Thank you for that. Thank you for trying to find it. We paid for it. We just want to come to your room already. I'm not. Thank you, sir. Are they seeing this up? I'm trying to see this up. No. I know this is about it. Just look like that. I know going on, right? No more questions. No more answers.
There you go. You got the right to remain silent. You ain't got to talk to him.
Okay.
Well, clearly you got to talk to us, but you want to get information out here.
I want that. I got to
Talk to them.
Okay.
She was very, she
that ain't got nothing to do with me.
She told us.
I know I paid money to be here.
We ain't talking about the money.
You found something? Okay.
But what we're talking about is,
It's okay, sir. It's fine. Okay.
no, it's not okay. Because we would not be over here if it wasn't okay. What's wrong? So she poured pepper spray on. What did you do?
None. I'm lip. Hold on.
So what she's saying is a lie.
I don't know what she said.
You know what he's saying. You got to
Well, sir, okay, thank you. No more question on my answer. No more question on my answer.
There you go.
No more question on my answer.
Do you gonna talk to us or you not gonna talk to us?
Do I have to talk to you? Do I have to talk to you?
Yes, you do, because we're doing an investigation.
Oh, yes.
Hey, nobody's got to talk.
Sir, do I got to talk to them?
No,
I don't.
no. You never have to talk to him. You always have the right to remain silent.
Yes, sir, you're right about this. This is Memphis. It's
All right, so
our sport to uphold.
you have a right to remain silent. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna detain you until you.
How would you design
So
a legal detain, man? What you
that's not illegal detain because we don't know what's going on.
Okay.
Hey, what crime are you accusing him of committing? What crime is he accused of committing?
Hey, you see how easy it is? Close it up. Close it up. You got to leave this for nothing. Close it up. Stop talking to me, dude. Close it up. Close it up. I ain't got no talking. You might be good. Sir, all I know, all they do is put me away from it. I can leave it. I can hop my car. Go home. Because if y'all over here knocking on my door, my kids, y'all knocking on my door, my kids. Don't worry, I ain't got no problem. Okay, you ain't got no problem. I need to get you out of office. Okay.
What's the crime he's being arrested for?
I ain't been arrested, sir, because I did nothing to be arrested for. Well, I ain't did nothing to be detained either.
What's the RAS on the detainment? The reasonable articulable suspicion.
I don't know shit. I don't know. Nigga, I've been happy. I'm wrong. I've been, I'm wrong. You can't take me shit. You can't take me nothing. I'm wrong. Wrong my name. You need to go.
Y'all have got to explain what you're detaining him for. It's got to be. Oh.
That's all. He just did the foot now. He's like, this is my car. Had to get rid of the one of my
Come on, guys. He's got church in the morning and needs his rest. It was a deployment of pepper spray. They're charging him with aggravated assault, apparently, for using pepper spray. See, I was going to go to Beale Street and was almost there when I happened to come across this. Bad boys, what you gonna do? It's a live version of Cops in Memphis. Hey, but if you didn't like it, you wouldn't be tuned in watching. See, you trolls, y'all's logic doesn't make any sense. You'll sit on here and watch the stream and talk shit, but you're sitting on the stream and giving it more views, more, you know. Suck my dick.
know that I left so that she didn't get out to a clean mouth. I was like, no, I'm left on my car.
We got them the same way. No, if we haven't seen one inside the car, from what we can see from one of the and we didn't check inside the yeah, but we'll just take it here.
I'm fine right here. I'm not interfering with y'all's work at all. I'm fine right here. I was going to Beale Street. You know, Beale Street stays open till about 4. And before I could get there, oh no, that's a lot more than $500,000 a year. You'd be surprised how many make 100, 125, 150. Over in Utah, where I just came from, they have a website. It's transparent.utah.gov, I think. And salaries and benefits for most officers came out to about $160,000, $180,000 a year. To Bartlett. All right. All right, Moko, send me an email. send it to patriotnewsactivism@gmail.com. patriotnewsactivism@gmail.com. I'd give you my WTPnews.org email address, but then I would have to spell out my last name. That just makes it a lot easier just to give out the Gmail. Send me an email about that. Hey, got the life light. Are y'all actually charging him with aggravated assault? For pepper spray? Pepper spray? I heard y'all saying something about pepper spray.
Look, they said they got something on camera, Mama. Hear me?
Huh?
This is why it's called an investigation right now.
I'm doing one too. Yeah.
Okay. What we told you?
I'm like putting handcuffs like I did something.
I wish I had my my other phone. I got to replace the screen on it. It is finally, I guess the crack in it has made it where you cannot hit, or you cannot swipe, you can't do anything. So I'm gonna have to replace the screen on that. Otherwise, I would play the Cops theme. Huh? What's up, man? Yeah, I record the cops, man. I make sure they don't violate people's rights.
What's happening?
So right now they said they got him detained. They're investigating him for aggravated assault. Is what I got.
Nobody. He
Right.
got no gun.
Right. So they haven't actually formally arrested him yet. That's why I was keeping close watch. Right now he's just detained, according to them. According to them, but they're also driving off with the guy, so I would say that's bordering on kidnapping right now if they're not going to formally arrest him. How are they going to take him and where in the fuck are they going? That cuts through right there, doesn't it? We the People News. That is the, man, what is this place? This is the King's Inn and Suites. I know you didn't just go solicit a trespass.
I'm sorry.
Did he ask you to ask me to leave?
I don't know you. Who are you?
I'm a journalist.
Okay, well, I can speak to you. I'm
The you talking about?
Yeah, if you're a journalist and you don't have a room here, unfortunately, you can't be here.
Well, I was just fixing to
It is
leave
no
it.
trespassing.
I'm just making sure they don't violate anybody's rights. This is like a.
Unfortunately, yeah, it is a hotel. It is private property, and you can be here.
I know. If you ask me to leave, I have to leave. I know. I'm not going to challenge it. I mean, if it was a sidewalk, it'd be a different story. But I mean, I'm just trying to. I got you. I'm a Marine Corps veteran. It's something that I do just to make sure. And actually, it works both ways. It's not just against the cop, but it's just to make sure.
I understand that, but what my job tells me, as I was trying to get somebody else out of here because they did not have a room,
Right.
and asked them to leave the property because it's after hours, and we're trying to keep everybody safe.
I got you. Well, let me ask you something. Did that officer, because he pointed at me and he told you to come and talk to me. Did he go in there and solicit that trespass? Did he ask you to ask me to leave?
He didn't ask me to do anything but to do my job. Okay? He did not ask me to tell you to leave or anything.
But did he say anything about me?
No, he didn't say anything.
Because I'm gonna get his body camera and I'm gonna find out if he actually did.
Right. He's just trying to do his job too. Okay?
All right.
And I'm just trying to do my job. I'm trying to
I understand.
I'm just trying to get people out of here that don't have rooms.
Yeah.
And don't need
No, I understand. I understand.
So-
Yeah, I'm not trying to give you a hard time or be disrespectful or anything like that. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I just need to get name and badge numbers real quickly, and then I'll. Hey, excuse me, sir. I need to get your name and badge number. All right.
He'll be shot.
Well, yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, here's the thing. It is private property, so if she wants me to leave, I have to leave. Yeah. Well, I need to get their identification. So in order to trespass me, they actually have to talk to me anyways to give me the trespass warning. And I would like to actually leave without a trespass warning. No, I'm not. No, I get it. I would prefer to not get a trespass warning. I need to get their identification. They're not going to give it to me any other way. So if I have to draw a trespass warning, I will, just to get their name and badge number. Yeah, I will if I have to, but I would prefer not to. Yeah. Sure. Huh? Officer Mason, what? 13871. I need to get the other. Hey, officer with the dreads. Yeah, I know. I need to get your name and badge number. I know. I need to get name and badge number. I need to get his name because he solicited the trespass. Then give me a trespass warning so I can get the name and badge number. I'm going. I just want to get his name and badge number. My car's parked around back. It's parked in the back. I need to go to the back to get my car. I'm leaving. I just wanted to get his name and badge number with the dreads. I'm not being a nuisance. I want the damn name and badge number. What the fuck do you mean it's none of my business? You know he solicited that trespass just like I know he solicited that trespass. Bullshit. See that? They ain't getting my ID and they ain't writing that shit out. I'll figure out what his name is. I know for a fact that he solicited a trespass. I know for a fact he did. Because he came out and he told her, he was pointing at me. He needed her, the building manager, to tell me I had to leave. And when I get that body camera, it's gonna show it, guaranteed. That's why she took their back and wanted me to leave before I got his name and badge number. What a bunch of... All right, we're going to Bill Street. Or I might just go stand out here on this sidewalk. If it's close enough on the public sidewalk where I can get a good view, I'm gonna stand there just to piss her off. Because she can't do a damn thing on the sidewalk. Name and badge number? My seatbelt on. You think I'm that smart? Cops with my seatbelt off. Yeah. Oh shit, we hit a dead end over here. All right, hey TV, if you're still on this stream, I need you to take down for me the time, which is let's see, it's 3:25. We'll call it 3 o'clock a.m. 3 o'clock a.m. and we are at the night. It's the King something. Oh man. Hey, name and badge number one last time. Dreads. If you want to make this a bigger issue, we can make it a bigger issue. Hey, the guy with the dreads, I need his name and badge number. You look like a supervisor. Excuse me, sir. The guy with the dreads over there, I've asked for name and badge number several times. He solicited a trespass. I need to get his body camera. I need to get it. I need his name and badge number. I need his name and badge number. We can. Okay. And I've asked several times. I guess we'll take it the hard way then. Fucking dick. Yeah, he definitely solicited the trespass. They are super duper defensive about that. That's what we're gonna do. Shit. No parking right here, else I would park right there. Alright, yeah, we're going to the sidewalk. That's there's certain things I just don't tolerate, and that's one of them right there. No, sir. That's not happening. Another round of corruption in Memphis. Supervisor was more corrupt than the officers. You could see the look on his face. And that's generally how it is, folks. It's something called trickle-down corruption. And when you have corruption in the upper ranks of any department, it doesn't even have to be police. Okay? Very, very prevalent. I mean, it's always going to be there with the police. But when you got corrupt leadership, eventually it becomes where there's no such thing as a good anything. Good officer, anything. No. Because what you have is you have people, they might be good people, they might have been good people, but they get put in positions where they have to choose between following the sham order or whatever, covering something up, or not. And if they don't, then they lose their freaking job, or they're at least scared that they're going to lose their job. All right. Okay. Now we're going to get this. We're going to get some tyrants on camera acting stupid, or we're going to get the badge numbers. I think we're going to get some tyrants on camera acting stupid. Hey, can y'all hear me? Hey, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear the audio. Good. That's what it was. Well, so just so y'all can see, on the public sidewalk right here, public sidewalk, and now we're going to engage in our right to freedom of speech under the First Amendment. All them good drugs, but I wouldn't, yeah, yet I'm eating a barbecue sandwich. All them good drugs, you're not hungry. That makes a whole lot of sense. On, let's see where all the smart asses at. They're about to get knocked off of this damn stream. Let's see. No, I'm not fucking high now. What kind of bullshit is that? What's going on here is they're arresting a guy. Well, they've detained him, and then I guess they're probably have him under arrest now. But the problem is there's an officer with dreads that solicited a trespass. Well, I say solicited a trespass. They didn't give me a written trespass warning because I left. Actually, the guy looked like he was ready to, and I actually should have taken the detainment. Huh? Hell yeah, man. And then, no, it's a dude. It's a dude. Huh?
So let's talk to dude. Black.
No, he ain't short and stocky. He's kind of tall actually. Up on the second balcony. Yeah. Yeah. One of the officers went in there, and I know I'm gonna get the body cam. I mean, there was no point in her even trying to. Huh? Yeah. Streaming. About 300 people on here right now. No, so he went in and told the woman, because he came out with her, and then he pointed me out. Like he was telling her, hey, he's over there. So, I mean, it's common sense. He had something to say about me being out here recording, and so they can't do that. You can't, a police officer cannot basically tell the property manager or convince the property manager to trespass somebody off the property for doing something that's lawful.
Yeah, Friday, yeah, my nigga. Friday, that. I know, no girl, no different color braids on her head.
No.
All right, pretty red girl. All right.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah. Fuck the police. Hey, fuck 12. Fuck 12. Let's see if we can get a view around back since they went back there without stepping foot on the property, obviously. Hey, thank you for the super chat. Definitely helps. I wonder if we can go around a little closer. Let's see. Oh, hell yeah. These cops are a bunch of pieces of fucking shit, is what they are. They're oath violating. Bunch of oath violating pigs. Hey, fuck 12! Let me zoom it in a little bit. Hey, how's the view up there, guys? Was it good? I believe these are the type of cops that are like the Tyree Nichols. Killers cops. I wonder if we can go. Man, if I can just get over there. That's a storage unit. There's no way I'm getting over there. I was gonna say, if I could just get by that fence right where they're at. I hear the cuffs coming off, sounds like. Is that what y'all are seeing up there? Fuck 12. Go catch him around the front. I know they haven't left yet. I don't think there's another way out. I don't know the law. All right. Keep thinking that. Keep watching the stream. Oh, got you. Got you, bro. My bad. I just caught the tail end of that. So, I believe I would have seen them come out. I don't think they came around that fast. And the only way that you can get in and out of this complex is right there. That is the only way. I know because I drove around. I was looking for the way out. It's almost like a maze getting in here. Hey, those that are on here, please do me a favor. Double tap that screen real quickly and throw a like on this video. The haters that are on here, find out a way to throw a thumbs down on it. I don't care. Thumbs up or thumbs down. And I travel around the country and do this. I did last weekend. I did Memphis Gone Wild on Beale Street, and it was wild. That's where I was heading tonight to get part 2, and then this happened. But and we're not going to have time to go to Beale Street. I mean, it's only like less than 5 minutes away, but the bars close right now. So what I'm doing right now is one of the Memphis police officers, he's got dreads. One of them went and solicited a trespass. Got the building man. I keep saying solicited a trespass. I guess formally a trespass would be if they actually wrote me a trespass warning. They didn't write me a trespass warning. They ordered me off the property because they had her say that I had to go. And there's not anything that I can do about that. I mean, it is private property. So If they ask me to leave, I have to leave. I have no defense to staying around. Now, if I was on a sidewalk like right now, then I could challenge it 100%, and I would. But as far as actually being on the property, I have to. If they ask me to leave, I have to. Fuck you. So, yeah, I mean, the officer went and had her, like, pointed me out and had her tell me I have to leave. And at that point, if I stay around, then I chance, which with these tyrants, of course, they would do anything and everything. But yeah, I want to, at this point, I want to exercise my First Amendment right whenever the officer comes out from the public sidewalk. Hey, this is Memphis, Tennessee. Where the hell are they? Hey, welcome, Canada. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of trespasses here lately. So I got formally trespassed from the U.S. Customs and Immigration Office. You know, they're a part of Department of Homeland Security. The Mexican consulate and immigration supposedly lease space from a private citizen. And so I don't know how that happens. It's already hard enough for one, for a private citizen to win a contract with the federal government, to get one government contract like that. Hey, thank you, TB. I appreciate that, bud. Thank you. But for there to be two national governments that contract with one private citizen to lease space, and that private citizen has the power to basically say who can come in and who can't, I had to take the trespass on that. I had to, because I mean that's a lawsuit in the works right now. That's a bad precedent, okay? And I've heard it happening, actually, more of a common thing, different places around the country. So what I'm beginning to get the feel is that this is basically a way for the government to undercut the citizens. They find somebody that they can contract with like that, and then they can basically it's they're trying to use that as a way of getting around somebody's constitutional rights. And that's got to be challenged. It's got to be constitutionally challenged. It will be constitutionally challenged. 100%. That video's on the channel. On Sunday, this Sunday, I got trespassed from the Memphis International Airport. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I wasn't causing a disturbance. I was simply about 50, 60 feet back. I was filming TSA, but there's no law, there's no rule, anything against filming TSA. They just don't want you to be right up close and personal and recording the computer screens. But I wasn't. And I understand that, because privacy is something that has to be created out in public. But people that go to the airport, they don't have a choice in going through TSA. And so I can see and understand that, you know, and I can respect that rule. I'm not gonna just film the screens, because these people have to go through TSA to get on their plane. There's no way of creating privacy right there. But I will say that I had a phone call with the Memphis Airport Police, and lieutenant I spoke with could not believe how these officers handled it. Said that, you know, they get training on this type of stuff and that they knew better. And so I warned the officers, and one of them in particular, it's the only white guy, he kept wanting to go hands-on with me. I warned him. I said, if you trespass me from here, if you violate my rights, I will sue and I will strip you of your qualified immunity. And that's what they did, and they took it even further to escorting me out of the airport and taking a picture of my car tag. Yo, I don't want to just stand here and waste time if they're already out. My luck, as soon as I start walking down this sidewalk, they're gonna come out. I'm not on the hotel property. I just saw that comment. I'm on the sidewalk. Let me show you this right here. All right, this right here, this is called a public sidewalk. Now, right here, see where the brick is, where the stone is, where the ledge is. If I was to the left of that, I'm on their property. To the right of this, I'm on a public sidewalk, and they can't do a damn thing about it. All right. Well, let's go see what else we can find in Memphis. This is our live version of Cops. This is the Memphis Gone Wild edition. Oh, there they are. Shit. So they are still back there. Hey, I'm gonna let you guys decide for me, okay? Let me do this. I'm gonna start a poll. Let's see. Oh shit, it just deleted it. Let me speak it again. Fucking deleted it again. I and wait, or and look for the next bit of police action. All right, the poll is now active. 260 people on there. Go ahead and cast your vote for me, please. Do I stay and wait for these officers to leave to greet them at the exit? Or do I go ahead and go to my car and go look for the next stop? Let me know. All right, so I've got 37 votes right now. It's looking like 61% is saying leave, 39% is saying stay and wait. I'm gonna let a few more people vote. I'm gonna keep it open. All right, we got 3 minutes. All right, at 4:10 in the morning. It's 4:07 right now. When it says 4:10, I'm going to check the poll. And whatever the poll says, whichever one is in the lead is what I'm going to do. Oh, it's starting to even out. Looks like it's close to about a 50-50 split. Don't put that one on me. Oh, sorry about it being all over the place, folks. I've got my rig that I have here has got a camcorder on it, a 4K camcorder. I've got 2 shotgun mics. I've got a light bar. And I've got it all on a monopod. All right. Man, it's right at a 50-50 split. Don't do this to me, folks. I need somebody to even it out. Oh, man. 51-49. Hey, I believe in the power of a vote. So whatever the vote says is what we're going to go with. Cannot circumvent a vote. All right. So I'm going to go back around there where I was earlier. Looks like we're staying. stepped in a big puddle of mud. Water. Zoom it a little bit. Hey, Dreads! Hey, you over there, Dreads? Hey, bring your pig ass over here. You motherfuckers can suck my dick. They solicited a trespass. That's what they did. They solicited a trespass. They went and got the building manager and pointed me out and had her order me off the property and then refused to ID. That's what they did. And it's a very cheap shot move. It's a violation of policy. It's a violation of my rights. Yeah. For those that are tuning in, I'm here because the vote said stay here. I believe in the power of a vote. And the reason why I'm so pissed off at these people and why I'm speaking my mind about it is because I can tell you for a fact, I've done this long enough to know. You know, I trust my instinct at this point. The guy with the dreads went inside and spoke to the building manager, the hotel manager, asked her to order me off the premises because I would have to go at that point. And they used that as a scapegoat so that he wouldn't have to ID himself. I was trying to wait for him to ID. Uh-oh. Trying to wait for him to ID before all right, let's go on to the entrance. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Man. Shit. Well, that's broken. There'll be no more gimbal on top of the camcorder. Shit. Broke that thing good, too. This thing's being wedged in there, too. Shit. Bear with me a second. I'm trying to get this thing freed up. Oh, snap the fuck out of it. So, damn. Trying to get this gimbal freed up. That son of a bitch. Oh, shit. All right, got it. Well, I might need a new camera now. New 4K camera. Here they come. Fuck you. Eat shit, motherfuckers.
Turn right onto Union Avenue.
Still one more in there. You said the audio's gone? Audio's good? I don't normally go looking for a problem like that. I really don't. I mean, that's one thing about me and my style, is I don't go out to provoke, but whenever I'm provoked, whenever they do something stupid, the gloves come off. And then I'm going to exercise my rights to the fullest. The supervisor over here is a total piece of shit. The lieutenant that pulled up, I got to find out what his name was. All right. No. I mean, I'll flex my rights to the fullest. I'm not going to do anything stupid that's a violation of their penal code, because they would love a reason to lock me up. So long as I don't give them a reason to lock me up, if they do anything stupid, I'm gonna have their ass. I'm already gonna be filing about 6 or 7 complaints with the Memphis Police Department come Monday. Hey, the audio may cut out for a second, but it'll be right back. I gotta unplug this to get it untangled. Hey, can y'all still hear me without the mic plugged in? Drop a 1 in the chat if you can still hear me. If you can't hear me, I gotta plug the mic back in. All right, good deal, good deal. All right, tell me this, does the mic sound better? Is the audio better like this? or was it better before when I had the shotgun mic hooked in? All right. Cool. Because I would honestly rather not have the shotgun mic in, because it's just extra shit that makes it harder to hold this gimbal by itself. Let me undo this clamp. All right, freed it up. I left my little tripod thing in the car. That'd be all right. So, for those of y'all that enjoy this, I do travel the country. I had to move from Utah. My address got doxed out to 139 police officers. There's a rogue police captain that within like 48 hours of moving in ran illegal interstate surveillance from 1,700 miles away. And through his quote-unquote research, obtained my address that I didn't even know because I had just gotten there. I hadn't put it on anything. I hadn't told anybody. And he gave it to this police department as well as false information. And my private information and my address was then doxed out to 139 police officers. So that wasn't the only reason why I left, but that had a lot of the reason to do with it. So I'm on the road now, and obviously there's a lot of expenses associated with that. I will throw this out there if anybody just so happens to feel inclined to want to chip in, help out with the expenses, because they are a lot. I need to replace some equipment. My Cash App is $1A audit for a First Amendment audit. $1A audit for a Cash App. Venmo is, I believe it's a $sign also. Patriot News Activism for Venmo. And yeah, I want to encourage everybody on here. Go to my website, WTPnews.org. You'll see some of the most bizarre stories that is 100% backed up by evidence. Video, I believe in accountability, I believe in transparency, and some of the craziest shit has happened to me, and that is no exaggeration. Stories are there on the website. I need to actually add the new ones, like what all has happened here lately. And so that's a lot of updating right there. But yeah, go to WTPnews.org. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, We the People News. Used to be called Patriot News Activism. This is actually a pretty new channel, and that's why it's only got less than 2,000 subscribers. I can't really say it's brand new anymore. Started it back in February, and it immediately shot up to 1,000, and then it's been staying pretty stagnant. I do have a book. I've got a book that's about to publish. It's called American Injustice. There's a 5-minute teaser introduction to it that's both on my website, wtpnews.org, as well as the YouTube channel. Old channel of mine was that I lost access to, which is why I had to start We the People News, is Lafayette County Audit. I got out of prison January 22nd of this year. It was an illegal prison sentence that was vacated. I was up the road for about 6 months. I had an Innocence Project take my case, filed the post-conviction relief. It was a nasty interstate conspiracy with Galveston, Texas, and with Lafayette County, Mississippi. I had actually, August 1st of 2023, I got out of prison from doing a 1-year sentence on a probation revocation because I went to the FBI office to report 2 law enforcement agencies. Can't make this up. Lafayette County, Mississippi has me banished from the county. I cannot step foot in that county. This is my second 5-year banishment. They've done this as part of a cover-up. They've done this to indemnify themselves. And it's the most ridiculous shit show. So I have to, if it's something official, I have to call ahead and let my enemies know exactly where I'm going to be. And this is the problem, because I called the FBI on October 28, 2023, and I said, I've got evidence of law enforcement corruption. I need to speak with a couple agents about it. Involves Holly Springs Police Department, involves Lafayette County Sheriff's Department. He said they don't do appointments. I said, well, we're gonna have to figure something out, because I gotta let the Sheriff's Department know so I'm not in violation of my banishment. I don't want to go to prison for reporting stuff to the FBI. So we had agreed on about an hour and a half later, and I called the Sheriff's Department, let them know, spoke to Candace Beavers. That bitch lied on stand in court and said that I had no lawful reason for going to the FBI office. Whenever I have the recorded phone calls with her, the recorded phone calls with the FBI, and the crooked FBI has sat by silent, knowing that I got sent up the road for a year for trying to report law enforcement corruption. And they haven't said a damn thing. They haven't come forward, try to say, hey, this was fucked up what happened. She lied on stand. They need to prosecute her. So when I got out of prison, August 1st, 2023, I put out an expose video. And that video actually proves, it's got the scrolling transcript and it's got the recorded phone calls. And as the transcript is scrolling, you can hear the call and see how she's intentionally lying on stand in court to send me to prison. So that video got a lot of traction. It got 40,000 views in a couple of days' time. Made her look horrible. Brought a lot of heat down on them. So they came up with a plan to shut me up. And as an investigative journalist, I got tips of public corruption going on with the Galveston, Texas Police Department. In particular, that they were making false arrests and they were racially profiling. So I went down there. I was going to go meet up with some journalist friends, and we were going to record police stops on Broadway in Galveston. As soon as I go into the city of Galveston, I get pulled over. I made the mistake of being live on YouTube. So they knew exactly where I was at. But the kicker is, Candace Beavers, the one that lied on stand in court to send me away, she's on a recorded phone call, a couple of recorded calls to the arresting officer in Galveston. Same thing as the other deputy that's featured in that video, Hobie James. Their whole plan with all of this, all right, the officer claimed that he smelled the odor of alcohol. I hadn't drank in 5 years, it was like 3 to 4 years at the time, since 2018. And I kept demanding a breathalyzer. They wouldn't give me one. They went on an illegal fishing expedition through my blood. They changed the probable cause up after they knew that I wasn't going to have any alcohol in my system. And they arrested me on suspicion of felony DWI, even if I was shit-hammered drunk. Driving down the road in Galveston, they could have only charged me with a misdemeanor, but they, through the conspiring of these two sheriff's deputies, Galveston took their word and they charged me with a felony. They did that because I was on unsupervised probation in Lafayette County, Mississippi. They did not need a misdemeanor. They needed a felony charge on me for them to revoke my probation again and give me the time that they gave me. Because a misdemeanor, had I have just been charged with a misdemeanor, they would have only been able to put me away for 120 days. It would have been a technical violation. So I sat in the Galveston County Jail for nearly 11 months. Nearly 11 months. Because there was a no bond hold placed on me by Lafayette County because I was arrested for this quote unquote charge. Toxicology report comes back, there's no alcohol in my system. Felony is dismissed and they recharge it as a misdemeanor. Doesn't make any sense. 2 weeks prior to me going to trial on this misdemeanor DWI, which would have 100% been tossed out, I get extradited to Mississippi. Governor signed off a warrant for my extradition based on false paperwork turned into him. And I'm extradited, I'm robbed of a trial. Sent to Mississippi 2 weeks prior to trial. They hold a kangaroo court hearing. They have Osteen, the Galveston officer, testify over Zoom. He lies in his testimony and says there was alcohol in my system, even though the toxicology report showed 0. He completely contradicted what he put in his affidavit, or in his probable cause affidavit for the blood warrant. They revoked my probation based on his lies. And see, this is where it also plays into the conspiracy, because what they wanted to do, they knew that they weren't going to win at trial. But see, when it comes to a probation revocation hearing, the burden of proof is so much less than what the burden of proof is required at trial. Probation revocation, it's like a more likely than not that the person committed a crime. It's not beyond a reasonable doubt. So they felt that they met their sham burden of proof, and just solely because I was originally charged with a felony DWI, which was dismissed, the sole fact that I was originally charged with a felony, they revoked my probation and they gave me 2 years in prison, even though I hadn't gone to trial, and even though the whole thing was fabricated. I've lost literally everything over this ordeal. They sold my car at public auction while I was in the jail. It's, you know, my kids lost out on all this time with me. And because of all these cover-ups, all this corruption, blatant public corruption, it's made me unhireable. I worked hard to create a phenomenal resume. I was highly sought after by companies. Did very well for myself. Now, because of the acts of Lafayette County, they run a background check on me. Any company that runs a background check on me, they see the 2 felonies that I pled out to because of a family crisis going on, where I was completely denied due process. held in jail on a no bond hold. They see that, and it's binary. It's, is it there or is it not? They don't care about the story. Yeah, they don't care about the facts. The fact that literally there is no possible way that I could have committed the crimes that they originally charged me with. That they might as well have forced a plea deal on, because my kids are everything. They know that. You know, people don't realize, like, what would you do for your kids? What would you do if you were in that situation? What would you do if your kids, if you had 4 kids, young kids, you had one of them was a few months old and fighting for his life in the neonatal intensive care unit, Le Bonheur Hospital in Memphis. In fact, Le Bonheur Hospital, this brings back a lot of old memories right here. You see that heart right there in the distance? That's Le Bonheur. Spent a lot of time there. But my wife, while I was in jail, my wife got fired from her job, attending to doctor's appointments for the kids. Hey, what's up with you, fella? Shit, I was recording the police. Hold on a second, I'm mid conversation, man. I'm about to pack it up and head out, man. Huh? Oh yeah. But so yeah, it's the original attorney that was appointed in that ordeal actually made a good argument to have the case completely dismissed. And the mayor's husband, who owns a law firm, powerful law firm, actually, what do we got going on here? So he actually, I'm just gonna put it this way, okay? I gotta watch the way that I say it. I gotta say things. Let your common sense tell you what happened here. A few weeks after my preliminary hearing, this attorney, Mitchell Driscoll, he drops off the map. He vanishes, okay? I don't hear anything from him. All of a sudden, I get a letter from him that he's no longer going to be my attorney. And it's a swap out of attorneys. Well, come to find out, the original attorney, Mitchell Driscoll, was basically swayed. He went to work for the quote-unquote victim's husband, okay? The Oxford, Mississippi mayor, her name is Robin Tannehill. Back in 2017, her and her husband, Ray owns a powerful law firm. He's a judge, and he's also the president of the Mississippi Bar Tribunal, where you would report an attorney. They took out a restraining order on me using constitutionally protected activity and complete lies that I can actually prove now through police reports that I've gotten. I've done a lot of research. It's all fabricated, okay? But they did this because I was supposed to speak out in opposition of the incoming mayor on June 6th, 2017. That was the day that she was elected. I was on the docket at City Hall to address City Hall and to redress my grievances that we have a constitutional right to do. And they used a prior restraint through a restraining order, a sham restraining order, to keep me from speaking out at City Hall. They knew that that wasn't going to hold up. It wouldn't pass constitutional muster. So they came up with a completely fabricated felony charge, claiming that I put these bar owners in fear of their life with an AR-15 12 days before I even purchased the weapon. I've never threatened anybody. I've never once. See, all that came about because it was an unlawful arrest on May 1st, 2017. I was standing on a public sidewalk holding the state flag of Mississippi. The city had taken it on themselves to take the state flag down, even though the majority had voted for it. And that's why I said a vote is so important to me, because, you know, that's what that was all about right there. Well, this restraining order in 2017, that I had a crooked attorney that told me that if I went ahead and signed off on it, it would make the felony charge, the bullshit felony charge, go away and I would get out of jail. That didn't happen. Well, that restraining order was apparently still active 5 years later, when I walked into City Hall as a journalist. I was going to make a public records request, and I was video documenting my presence. They claimed I never saw the mayor, I never asked for the mayor or nothing.
Turn left onto South Camilla Street, then turn right onto Union Avenue.
And they claimed that simply my presence inside of City Hall put the mayor in fear, and that it was They wrote it up like it was a heinous crime, even though everything start to finish is documented in video. It's on.
Turn right onto Madison Avenue.
I never did anything. It's gaslighting. This shit has put me on a hell-bent mission to I mean, I have no other options. My life has been catastrophically destroyed by corruption. I will not, after surviving everything that I have, I've humbled myself a lot to, you know, apply to jobs that I have no business working in, I have no experience in, but they won't even hire me. I will not push a broom as a janitor for the rest of my life and be miserable. The line of work, when I work so hard to put myself in a position of doing things that I love. All because of false accusations. All because this local government is completely unhinged and their power is completely unchecked. So I'm doing the only thing that I know how. I'm doing the only thing that I can at this point. Stress testing the rights that they didn't respect back then, that created everything that's going on now. In hopes that I can do something for my children's generation. Oh shit, I was about to say, did I freaking lock my keys in the car? So, I want to encourage everybody on here. That's why I said, please subscribe to this channel. Do me a favor. Do me that big favor. Subscribe to this channel. Look at the videos. Look at the proof. Don't just take my word for it. Actually, look at the proof. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, look at the proof. Don't just take my word for it. That's what the website's there for. That's what the YouTube channel is here for. See for yourself. And read the book, American Injustice. It's not out yet. It's in its final proof reading stage. But Listen to the intro that's on the YouTube channel, that's also on the website, WTPnews.org. I should have pinned that website to the top. And let me see if I can... Damn, the poll was 50-50. I gotta take a picture of that. We're gonna go ahead and end the poll. Hey, if somebody can, hey, do me a favor and put the website address in the chat, and I'll pin it to the top, because I don't know how to do that on this YouTube app. It doesn't give me a chat box. Somebody please post my website, www.wtpnews.org. And I want you to go there, check out what's on there, see how these people in positions of power have violated not only my rights, but yours, everybody's. It's a dangerous precedent. It has to be checked. They have to be stopped. And this is the reason why they ran the illegal interstate surveillance on me over in Utah. This rogue captain from Oxford, Mississippi, I never gave the Oxford Police Department any issues, but yet they report to Utah that I've been a persistent issue for them, and they dox out my address with false information. They did that because their boss, the chief of police, is hired by the mayor. These are the mayor's henchmen, okay? These are the ones that do the bidding. And they're trying to silence me. They're trying to keep that book and all the evidence at bay. And it's not going to happen. Hey, let's go see if we can find something. Oh. Hey, I appreciate it, Sly Shy. Let me pin that. Pin message. The website is pinned. And I have not even looked at the chat messages. Yeah, it's Memphis. I mean, honestly, here's the thing, guys and gals. I don't have shit for fear anymore. I don't.
Go past this light. Then at the next one, turn right.
We can thank the bad actors.
Turn right.
For all of that. The only fear that I have that's still in me, the only fear, there's only one thing that I'm scared of, that I have a fear of, and that's them getting away with it. Because, and you should be in fear of that as well, because if they get away with that with me, I mean, what's that mean for my kids' generation? You know, I got a 3-year-old, I got a almost 5-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 10-year-old. 10-year-old I hadn't talked to in 4 years because of her scandalous mother. So I'm exposing the corruption the only way that I know how, through a camera. But I'm also doing it through another way as well. So if you go to, and I need to put this on my website as well. So I'm going to do that as soon as I pull my laptop out the next time. If you go to SoundCloud.com, okay, it's on SoundCloud. If you type in Outlawed Productions, that's what the album is under. I've got a music album. The album's name is Bad Actors, okay? It literally tells my story. It's 12 tracks right now. I haven't decided whether to go ahead and close it out at 12 or whether I want to add another 1 or 2 to it. But every single one of those songs I've written, they all go hard as a motherfucker. It's a little bit of everything. Because that's, you know, you can't please everybody. Learned that over time. People are always going to bitch about something, so I might as well give, you know, a a little taste of everything. And I'm going to make sure that these people's names live in infamy. Because regardless of what happens, this album will be out there. The documentary, Riding with the Outlaw, will be out there. The book, American Injustice, will be out there. And I can't get rid of that. So for any corrupt state actors that are on this live stream that happen to be on here, maybe they're from the Oxford Police Department or from the Lafayette County Sheriff's Department, you know, anybody that has any itch to pull some of the same shit that they've pulled before, just know that I've got a spot for you opened up on my album. I will freaking drag your name through the mud and back. Just see what I did to Osteen. Osteen's got about 5 songs on that album that are all about him with the Galveston thing. All right, I don't know you, sir. My name's Matthew Reardon. Matthew Reardon. I also go by the I go by the pen name, the alias, it's also called a pseudonym, of Don Matthews. I will typically make a lot of, and that's already come out in the wash. It's no need in keeping that a secret anymore. But for the longest time, I would make my public record request under the name of Don Matthews, and I still do. Because when I make it under, I don't feel like I should have to make it under my real name that has gotten just dragged through the mud and subjects me to all kinds of retaliation as soon as I use it. Let's see. So this right here is, I want to say that was the old post office, and I think they took that over as the law school now, if I'm not mistaken. All right, you see the bridge over there in the background? Let's go down there to Riverside. So I can stretch it out. There we go. So I've got multiple lawsuits going on right now. I just filed a major Section 1983 lawsuit in Galveston, Texas, about the interstate conspiracy right there. I had to make sure that I got that in there because I had a 1-year statute of limitations on malicious prosecution, and I did not want to abandon that claim. So it's a 28-page complaint. It's on my website, wtpnews.org. You can read that. You can see every bit of it. I've got an active Section 1983 lawsuit filed in Salt Lake City, Utah, where I filed that on the illegal interstate surveillance and the doxing of my private information out to 139 police officers. Defamation, I threw the tort of outrage in there, the intentional infliction of emotional distress. It's got, I think it's got like 16 claims in it. Shit. No way to turn around right here. I guess we're going to Little Rock. Hey, look at the pyramid. We're in Arkansas. But yeah, the problem with my story is it's so convoluted. There's so many different turning gears, and that's honestly what these people have wanted, is to make it so convoluted. The corruption was so bad. I found records that were changed, that were altered in circuit court. This is the second time that I found the records altered in circuit court over a year and a half's time. So as an investigative journalist, I pried in for how these records could have gotten changed and who could have changed them. Circuit clerk made all the deputy circuit clerks not answer any questions. He contacted the sheriff. Sheriff came up there and ordered me off the premises. Said that I could only be there if I had something to file, which is highly unconstitutional. And I called him a tyrant for that. Told him that was unenforceable. The very next day, he had some type of like family relative or some type of connection with the mental health provider in North Mississippi, Communicare, and actually had me 5150'd. Had the Communicare that I was going on there was going out in public recording. That is a constitutionally protected activity that's a key function of a journalist. And they used that to commit me to a state hospital. They said that I was, he made the claim that I was paranoid and delusional. Okay, but if you go to my website, there's a section on my website all about that. And you can literally see for yourself the evidence. There's no paranoia or delusions. It's clear, hard evidence. But this was gaslighting by the Lafayette County government, what they do best, because they wanted to get rid of a problem. They had tried arresting me on false charges. I would go to jail and I would get out. They wanted to try something different, and so the commitment thing came in. I got out after close to a 30-day stay, and we're going to turn around and go back to Memphis. I never meant to go this far. So I get out, and I filed a formal complaint on Communicare and the judge, Lawrence Little. Lawrence Little showed that he rubber stamped the shit. That's what he did, is he rubber stamped it. They didn't look at anything. They just rubber stamped. And literally the very next day, after I served the judge and after I served the executive director of Communicare, Sandy Rogers, with the complaint, giving them 7 days to revise their to revise their procedures, to revise their I blanked out on the word that I used. They had that, and they had to give it to me in writing, because they were not in alignment with not only state law but federal law. And while we're on that topic, the state law for Mississippi is unconstitutional and it needs to be challenged, and this is where it's going to get challenged. So after they got that, they decided, well, we're going to do it again. They had another employee of Communicare file another affidavit of commitment the very next day after they got served with this. And they came and they stalked me out and they picked me up when my wife and I got home from the emergency room, because she was pregnant with my child, our fourth child, son. And forcefully, because I forcefully took me into custody. I sat in the jail for 7 days before they sent me 2.5 hours south to Meridian, Mississippi. I felt like that was human trafficking right there at its finest. My wife went into premature labor. She gave birth to my son at 28 weeks. His lungs never fully developed. And he was on a feeding tube. So he spent basically the first year of his life in the NICU. They had to move him up to Le Bonheur up here in Memphis. And I never got to be there for the birth of my child. I never got to be there with my wife at the time that she needed me the most. And you know, it's a lot of, it's so many different things that have happened these people have gotten away with, and I'm fucking sick and tired of it. Enough is enough. I've taken enough losses. I'm not taking any more. Period. Something's got to be done about this. I guess I'm in the prime position. They took everything else away from me. Pyramid again. Appreciate that. Yeah, no, I'm basically out of my car right now. You know, and honestly, that's probably just about as safe as anything else for everything that's happened. Because of everything that's happened, my family has disowned me. They think that I should just move on. But nobody seems to realize exactly what it's like to lose everything, to have so many opportunities, and for them all to be stripped away because of corruption. For me to have lost all this time with my kids, for my kids actually to have suffered harm because of what these people have done. I don't think anybody can actually truly know how it is without being in the situation. I don't. And so, if I have to go it alone, I'll go it alone. I refuse to give up and back down. I've fought too hard. I've lost too much. And these people cannot get the free ride. Alden Halliday. I haven't been looking at the chat. I apologize. And I'm gonna have to go back through. I didn't go back through and review the last one because I've just steadily had one thing after another going on. It's been absolutely insane. I'm gonna try to get the few people that I have proofreading American Injustice. I'm gonna have to get on the horn with them and speed this thing along. I gotta get this book out. This book has got to be published. I've been talking about it long enough. It was supposed to be out April 15th. Here we are well into June. So I don't know how common that is for an author. I'm sure it happens. This is my first book, so I don't care if it isn't supposed to be like that. The manuscript is 75,000 words. It's about a 300-page book. Shit, Gimbal's going crazy. I gotta stop driving around. I'm burning too much gas, and I don't have shit coming in. That's why I threw my Cash App out there earlier. Cash App and the Venmo. Help keep me on the road, folks. If you got anything that you can assist with, the time and there are expenses involved. There are things that I desperately need that I can't get right now. There are certain things I got to make sure that I pay for. What the fuck is behind me? I don't think so. I am not sitting around I am focused on driving. That's why I haven't looked at the screen. I've got a gimbal. For those that don't have a gimbal, that takes literally no work. It balances itself. My hand's got to go somewhere. Might as well be around the handle of the gimbal. I'm in downtown Memphis. Well, I think that's about all we're going to see. It's 5:20 in the morning. I can't believe that that first arrest or whatever it was went on as long as it did. Yeah, there's a lot of sketchy shit going on down here right now. Yep, on the phone driving. What you gonna do about it? You got scat packs that come to these intersections and literally burn out and cut donuts and all that. And they'll do it right in front of the cops. They won't do shit, okay? You think they're gonna really fuck with me for holding a phone while I'm driving? Come on now. Let's use some common sense. I mean, that's why I said I'm gonna have to go back and look at the chats. I'm not looking at the phone screen. So anybody says anything, I'm going to miss it while I'm driving. I keep my focus on the road. It's not on the phone, it's on the road. I'm not seeing what you're typing. Well, y'all, it's been real. I think I'm gonna end this live stream now. It's been a long live stream. We're on 151 minutes. Wow. Not quite as long as Memphis Gone Wild last weekend, but this one was unique in its own way. I do want to go ahead and end it before it gets too out of control. Please make sure you hit that like button. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe to the channel. I would love to see those subscriptions come up. If you decide to become a member of this channel, I've got like 5 different levels. The lowest level is like 99 cents a month. Any membership, I will give you a free audiobook of American Injustice. Everybody can get a free ebook. The ebook will be released for free. The audio book will be $15 and the paperback will be $20. I will give each of the members on this YouTube channel a free audio book. Also keep in mind, I talked about the album Bad Actors earlier under Outlawed Productions. That album is being released for free as well. You can publicly download it, listen to it. I want as many people to get it as possible. And I'm not going to charge a dime. I don't want to make anything off of that album that any of these people can try to attach to. It will be free. I am so thirsty. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end it now. Appreciate y'all tuning in. And hold on. What do we got over here? I'm not going over there to bother them, but I do got a bone to pick with the department right now, because what those officers did at that last stop, they earned the hate on that. The department earned the hate tonight on that last stop. I wanted it addressed. I'm across the street. I'm not cop minding his own business. I'm not going over there and fucking with him. I'm not harassing him. I'm sitting in the parking lot over here at McDonald's with the gimbal on. And you know, I've got a real problem right now with the fact that Tyree Nichols, killers, somehow walked free. I was outraged over that. I mean, completely fucking outraged. I've got the video. There's no way. You cannot look at that video and say that those officers did not kill Tyree Nichols. Here's the thing, you can think that all you want. The cops have no duty to actually protect you. That's already come out with the Supreme Court, okay? So trust them all you want, you know. Back the blue until it happens to you. That's what I gotta say about that. Back the blue until it happens to you. Not on shit. I've literally been live on this thing the whole entire time. That's cool. You literally just called the police department. I literally hope that they come and approach me, because I've been here on the live stream, haven't done a thing wrong. That would be a instant lawsuit, and then that would be instant criminal charges that would be placed on you for making the false report. Been there, done that. I've pressed the charges when that's happened, and I don't back down. Here we go. Here come the freaking comments that I just addressed on the stream for everybody. You can't fix stupid. Alright, I'm ending this motherfucker. Peace out. Y'all have a good one. I'm gonna get me a drink, sausage biscuit. I'm gonna crash out for a little. Take me a little nap. Alright, I'll be back live in a little bit.